has famously not only just, not done a lot of this moderation, but they don't even engage with governments and law enforcement on it. And so they kind of, in my mind, they really push this to the edge of, the government feeling like they had no other way in which to try to hold them to account for what was happening. So I don't necessarily know that this is an indicator of a change for the rest of the industry, more so than it is how Telegram just has chosen not to engage at all. This is a very specific type of content that the Telegram CEO is being held accountable for. That is the type of content that does tend to have more of that potential criminal liability around it. So I think it'd be wrong to extrapolate this to being that, platforms are going to be held accountable for all types of content that are on their platforms. In the US, you still do have Section 230. I think there are certainly governments and stuff that are exploring this, but I think this is far from, we have to remember, this wasn't even the French government. They've said they've been not connected to it. It was more, I believe, a Paris judiciary around it. The EU Commission has distanced themselves. I don't think that this is any indicator that this is something that most other governments are at a place of being like, we're going to start arresting CEOs for what's happening on their platform. Well, I think the ones that are most at risk are frankly the newer platforms and messaging ones that have. So there's ones that have encryption, so WhatsApp, Signal, etc. It's just harder. You can't track the content that's on them. Telegram is sort of encrypted, sort of not. But you also, what happened is you start to see, bad actors, they move to platforms that have less enforcement in place around this type of content. And that tends to be newer platforms who've not just caught up to needing to do this. This is why you see a lot of vendors starting to pop up in this space of offering tools to different startups in order to try to find CSAM and violent extremism and stuff like that. And so I think it's not that they don't want to, and I think they're trying to work diligently for many of them in which to do that. They just haven't had as much time to build up the capabilities that other platforms have.
Nesaprotu, kurš skams ir, tāpēc es mēģinu no viņa dabūt ārā. Kaut ko izskatās gan pēc aizdevējs,
lack of response to like official requests by the government. Also, I have a special folder with pro just to do like to make a deal.